So Season 27 gameplay is finally here, and we have new insane buffs. We have super gliding implemented into the game. We have Valkyrie, Horizon, and Rampart buffs. We have the new Olympus map, and we have a new guided missile weapon. So let's start with the new movement change, because they're now adding the new Mantle boost ability into Apex. And this is for every legend, and when you mantle on the edge of a ledge, you will see this icon close in towards the center. And this activates the Mantle boost as you climb up from the ledge or a wall, which gives you the opportunity to dive into the fight. And you can see it throughout the trailer. All the legends were kind of mantle jumping. It makes these movement abilities accessible to more players. And they said, don't worry if you still mastered the skills of doing mantle jumps and super glides. The tech isn't going anywhere. You can still use those just fine. It just means there's more of an option for your casual player base. And I think this is actually so cool. Putting these kind of movement technique into Apex as a core functionality is so cool. And it says these icons on screen are adjustable, so you can make them suit your needs. Next up, we have some changes to Valkyrie, Rampart, and Horizon in the spotlight. Now, it's hard to identify the changes completely. We do have some information on the website. First, they say that Valkyrie is ready to rule the skies with a revamped jetpack. She can take flight quicker and move further than before. And in the trailer, it does look like she can just hop into her ultimate very fast. Like, super quickly, she can just activate it and she goes straight up in the air, which is cool. Like they say, it seems she'll be able to glide much further. And moving on to Rampart, her Rampart walls now have a roof that allow her to bunker up to protect her from grenades as well. You can see each Rampart wall now has its cover in front of you and that wraps around and goes above you, which is nuts. They also say here, charge up your amped walls by dealing damage, then charge into battle. And we can see it on the gameplay. After she deals damage through the amped cover with Sheila, it says boost on her screen when she's doing that mantle jump thing, and none of the other gameplay shows the word boost. So I think potentially this could amp up the cover to then give you a extra speed boost or something like that when you decide to engage and jump through the cover. I think that potentially is what's going on here. Again, pretty cool seeing these Rampart changes. And then it says Horizon is primed with new upgrades that enable her to either float off her lift or quickly slam to the ground. You now have the option probably to just press crouch and slam to the ground. And you can actually see she does this while in the air whenever she wants. It's not just on her gravity lift by the looks of it, because here she slides and jumps off this ledge and then just slams straight to the ground. So it adds another level of movement for Horizon, making her very unpredictable. When she's in the air, she can just dash straight to the ground and obviously keep all her momentum, as that is her passive. So very cool changes to all three of those legends, adding a lot of mobility to the legends, especially with the new Mantle boost as well. Now, we also did get to see the new mythic R99 skin. You can see here it's the Bird of Prey R99 skin, and it's this awesome missile design. But in the gameplay, we did actually see Octane use this R99. Well, he didn't use it as an R99. He used it as a lock-on missile and shot it at Valkyrie. So I think this will be a new wildcard mode, and we will have lock-on missile launchers in the form of this cool new R99 variant. So it's probably going to work similar to the Archer in Titanfall, and we could see it was locked onto Valkyrie even while she was flying through the air. So very awesome. Cannot wait to play with that new game mode. But what about the brand new Olympus map? Olympus has a brand new map update with a bunch of new POIs. To start with, we have the new Horizon Town Takeover. This town takeover is Horizon's University. You can also see that the Elysium has now moved to the Horizon Town Takeover rather than being over near the water plant place. So the Elysium now goes off the edge of the Horizon University. And the Horizon University looks pretty cool. You can see the kind of newt-shaped building that has these grass roofs. And you can also see there are these new Horizon gravity lift pads here. So you can actually take a Horizon gravity lift by hopping on these and then climbing up to the bit in the center. So a pretty cool POI and a new movement building has been unlocked. Next up is the gravity engine. This is the new beating heart of Olympus that replaces the energy depot, and it harnesses the power of Branthium to keep the city afloat, where lifts, zip rails, and verticality collide, making this POI the next hotspot. And you can see this POI goes crazy. You have the void below you, so you have to be careful. You have zip rails going across both sides of the POI. You have so many levels of height. You have these kind of engines running. It's such a cool POI right in the middle of the map. Then we have the stabilizer. This replaces the docks and is responsible for keeping Olympus properly aligned. Floating rocks from the planet below provide a path to its outer structure, and here you can see it does still look quite a lot like docks did, but we've got even more zip rails here. We have these cool snowy parts of the planet that you can jump between and zip rail between. And as we can see in the background, Fight Night is still there, which is very, very good. It also looks like the jump towers in the background now look like zip rails rather than normal zip lines. I don't know if that's just a visual change or if that means you can go up them faster, which is pretty cool. And then we have the dockyard, which is getting a huge upgrade. They've combined nostalgic elements from the original Olympus with a new emphasis on vertical gameplay. So it's cool to see this area of the map become somewhat interesting rather than being pretty bland. So those are the major POI changes on the new Olympus map that are getting a huge overhaul. We also have the double tap alternator hop up, which means that it uses both barrels at the same time. So you shoot 2 alternator bullets per shot. It's a pretty awesome hop up, and it's back on this bad boy. And then the Tridents are also getting tuned up this season. Starting in Season 27, they'll feature improved handling, better and more lenient boost control, and an all-new ability to jump and glide over rough terrain. In addition to a wealth of handling changes, the Trident now deals low ramming damage when barreling into opponents. But don't worry, they also have their own health pool now and can be destroyed. You will no longer see damage split between the occupants, which means yes, you can snipe someone off a Trident now. So now you take damage specifically if your hitbox gets hit, and if the Trident gets hit, you don't take damage anymore. The Trident itself takes damage. I think this is an awesome change and allows for so many other cool interactions. Also, for the first 2 weeks, they're doing something new with the amped seasonal packs to test out new wishlist feature and get a shot at the new Mythic R99 skin. You get to build your wishlist in Season 27 with 5 legends and 2 weapon classes to target your favorite items. For now, wishlists only affect limited epics in the amped seasonal pack, but look out for bigger updates coming soon. So there'll be challenges at the start, which will give you amped seasonal packs, and these packs will contain items for 5 legends and 2 weapon classes that you choose, so allowing you to actually narrow down the items that you want. And some small things for ranked: they said they're adjusting the loot quality across drop zones in ranked play. The new drop zones sparked many internal and external discussions, one of which was about fairness of different POI loot quality when you have no choice on where to drop. So now you'll see more consistency in loot quality across different POIs. There'll still be variants, but they will not be as extreme. So there we go. That is the Season 27 update. There was also plenty of awesome skins in the trailer as well, but we don't have the exact information on the new event, so stay tuned for that. And let me know what you're most excited for in Season 27, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.